It's May, it's riding season, we've got some good weather coming, and we've got a whole bunch of new gear here at the Lost Co. What's up everybody, I'm Mike from the Lost Co, and as you can probably tell like I can, the dirt is good lately, which means it's spring, it's time to ride our bikes a lot, and it's probably time to get some new gear that is either decrepit or totally broken from last year. So we've got a whole bunch of new gear that's actually in stock right now, hard to believe, but hey, we've got our shelves actually pretty fully stocked with a whole bunch of pretty sweet goodies. And for this month, we actually have a whole bunch of new stuff to the shop. We got a couple new brands that we didn't carry before, and also just some new products from some other brands that we have carried in the past. So let's check it out, and we're gonna start with number one, Fox stuff. Before I get into this stuff more, we have a ton of new stuff. I don't want to make this video super duper long, so if you guys want to find out more detailed specs or pricing, head over to our website, thelostco.com. First new collection of gear for May is stuff from Fox Racing. Not Fox Suspension, Fox Racing. Not sure if you ever saw this logo or not, but this is a pretty new brand called Fox. They've only been out for about 50 years or so, but their stuff it's new, but it's really good. Fox is a brand that you are probably familiar with. We're very familiar with. We've just never carried them before. Their stuff is super high quality, and we've been wanting to bring it in for a while. We've got some shelf space, so we brought it in. We've got 4 different styles of helmets. We've got 2 types of knee pads. We've got some hip packs. We've got some other accessories. First, let's look at the helmets. We've got the Fox Pro Frame. I'm sure you've seen this on the trail. Definitely the most popular lightweight full face helmet. This thing is super nice, full of features, got a nice little magnetic fiddle. It's got a nice little magnetic buckle, make it super easy. They're super comfy and they're super light. Then we've got the drop frame, which is kind of like the Pro Frame, but as you can see, hopefully you can see, it's a little different because it doesn't have a chin bar right here. So this is more like a 3/4 helmet, and it does have this slot for your ears to go in so you can still hear nature, because when you're riding, you want to be able to hear the deer and the birds. I know that I do, so you're not going to have obstructive hearing with that. That's a nice feature with this one. Then we'll move on to the true half shells. We've got the Fox Speed Frame Pro and the Speed Frame. The Speed Frame's a little cheaper, a little bit more basic. Speed Frame Pro is the more pro version. It's a little nicer, it's got a little bit more features, a little bit more expensive, but probably worth it to a lot of people. It's got a nice magnetic buckle, and it's also got a removable antimicrobial liner. So if you're super sweaty and you need to clean your helmet out so that you don't stink your friends away, then the Speed Frame Pro is probably gonna be for you. But if you just want a helmet to get on the trails, keep the price down a little bit, something super lightweight, that's gonna be the regular Speed Frame. These things are super comfy. My Bell 6er is about 3 years old now, so it's time to get rid of that thing and put a new bucket on my head. I think I'm gonna get the Speed Frame Pro myself. This hat is super comfortable. We've got some new Fox knee pads as well. So we've got the Enduro D30 knee pad. This is more of a knee sleeve. This is gonna be for XC, some trail riding, and some enduro riding if you're a smooth rider or you just like a lightweight knee pad. That D30 is gonna harden on impact so you can crash into stuff and it won't hurt too bad. But if you crash into stuff really hard and you think you might get hurt pretty bad, you're probably gonna wanna go with these guys. These guys are the Fox Launch D30 Pros. These things are super burly. It's got a harder shell on the outside. It's gonna do a better job at bracing for impact when you're launched off your bike and launched into something. These things are going to pedal decently well. I have never tried these personally, but we've brought them in because they have such great reviews from everybody that we know that has them. Decently lightweight, breathable. These are a bigger, burlier knee pad, so they're gonna be a little bit more bulky and warmer than the Enduro D30 knee sleeves styles. However, these things are going to protect you more if you are going Mach 5 into a tree, smash your knee into it. So hey, what is it again?
Sacrifice.
Yeah, that's an easy sacrifice that you might have to make to not get hurt. We also got 2 new styles of Fox hip packs. I won't go into depth in those because we already have another video about those where I eat peanut butter and jelly out of the pockets. You can watch that by clicking up here. Also from Fox, we have Fox tailgate pads. This is for shuttling and putting a bunch of mountain bikes on the back of your pickup truck. We've got 2 different sizes, one for a smaller size pickup truck, like a Tacoma, and another one for a larger size pickup truck, like a Tundra. Because I know that most of you guys watching this video probably have a Toyota truck, let's face it. One more car accessory from Fox is seat covers for your muddy butt. You put this part on your headrest, and then it cinches to your seat with some straps, and then if you go for a muddy ride, or just dirty ride in general, you fall down in the dust, you sit back in your nice fancy car, and you don't get dirt on everything. It's pretty simple. That was actually pretty hard to explain. Done with Fox, let's move on to the next one. Next up, another brand, very, very popular, been around for a long time, and we've been wanting to carry it for a long time. Hey, finally we got it. We've got some new stuff from Dakine. These are the Dakine Hot Laps series of hip packs. There's the Stealth, the 1 liter, the 2 liter, and the 5 liter. The 5 liter, obviously being the biggest with the most amount of storage. It's also got a water bladder inside, easy to use. You can put water in there. Other liquids, you could probably put like Italian dressing in there or something if you wanted to, if you're a real weirdo. I'd probably stick with a vinaigrette for trail rides just to keep it light, but hey, that's just me. We've got the Dakine Stealth.
Hey Mike, that's a really nice hat. I like it.
Thanks. $100? Sweet, thanks man.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then moving up to the 1 and the 2, just depending on how light or how heavy you pack. So it's kind of nice, you can custom tailor the hip pack that you wear to how much stuff you want to bring with you on the trail. Not only do we have fanny packs for your body, but we've also got this little tiny fanny pack for your bicycle. This is the Dakine Hot Laps gripper bag. You're going to be able to store a tube, a couple CO2s, tire lever, and whatever else you can squeeze in there. And it's got a newer, bigger strap than the previous years. And this is going to make sure that it holds on nice and secure. You're basically just going to strap this to one of the tubes on your bike, and then you just have less stuff inside of your hip pack or backpack. So if you're not the type of person that wants to have even a hip pack on you, then you're going to be looking at something like this, and it's going to just, carry all your stuff on your bike and not have to worry about packing things on your body. And last but not least from Dakine, we've got more tailgate pads. Because when you're shuttling and you have a truck that you picked out the specific color you want, you're probably going to pick out the specific tailgate pad that you want. So we've got a whole bunch of styles from not only Fox and Dakine, but we've also got some from Fox Factory. Yeah, who else? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, well we have a whole bunch of different tailgate pads. Just like the other ones we have, this comes in 2 different sizes for smaller or larger truck beds. That's it for Dakine. Let's move on to the next one. Next up, another totally new brand to us here at the Losco, and this actually is a little bit of a newer brand. It's gaining popularity very quickly though because their pads are super comfy, and that is 7IDP. 7IDP. So we've got 4 different types of knee pads, 1 type of elbow pad. I've actually tried these Sam Hills before. They were really, really comfy. I liked them a lot. And then also Henry here at the shop, who does all the graphic design and most of the photography, swears by those things, so he recommended we bring them in, and so far they've been a great seller and people have been really happy with them. First up, we've got the Project knee pads. These things have a strap on top. They're pretty lightweight, but they are pretty protective, and they are rated as their like enduro knee pads. I think that these things are gonna be super comfy, pedaling around in all day, and not have to worry about hitting your knee too hard and getting too hurt. Next up, we've got a little bit burlier knee pad. This is the Flex. This thing is definitely just a little bit bigger, but more protective. And this is gonna be something that you're gonna be wearing if you're doing more enduro / downhill riding, as it's gonna be the most protective option. Dude, I think that this hat's like making my hair grow faster. I think it's like coming in thicker too. Let's move on to the next styles of knee pads, which are the Sam Hill models. First up is just the Sam Hill knee pad. There's no straps on these guys. They're basically just held up by rubber on the inside of the cuff. Yeah. There's no straps on these guys. They're basically held up by rubber on the inside of the upper cuff here, which is elastic. It's gonna hold it onto your knee pretty well. Like I said, I rode these for a while and I've never had an issue with them slipping down. They're super lightweight, which is nice. That's the first thing that you're gonna notice with these. And they breathe really well, but they also don't feel like a knee pad that is not gonna protect you when you crash. So I really like these things and I think you are too. Next over here, we've got the Sam Hill lights, which are just a lighter version of the Sam Hills. The knee cup itself is not as formed as the regular style knee pads from the Sam Hill models. These things are a little bit more flexy and they just have more give to them. Also, they're overall shorter. They just cover less of your skin. And I think that those are gonna be a great option for trail riders who are riding aggressively. Then we have the Sam Hill light elbow pad, which is everything that I talked about with the light knee pad, but they go on your elbows instead of your knees. Last but not least, we've got some new OneUp EDC storage stuff and some merch from the Losco. Recently released and brand new to the world and to the Losco, we've got the OneUp EDC threadless carrier so that you don't have to tap your steer tube to put the EDC tool inside of your fork. Not gonna get very in-depth on this. If you wanna learn more on this, we actually have a full-length video on that, which you can watch by clicking up here. Finally, we've got some new Losco merch so that you can support the shop and look good while you do it. We've got some new socks. We've got two different styles. We've got these basic ones that just say the Losco on the back with our logo. And then these really cool ones that Henry designed, which has a tree on the back and a sun. It's in this cool gray color, and this is a more high performance, like the SGX sock guy model of sock. They're super comfy. That's been the pair of socks that I am pretty much riding all of my bike rides in. I like them a lot. And next, we've got this super sweet hat. People walk up to you and they give you money that makes your hair grow faster and thicker. It makes all of your wildest dreams come true. This is our first Losco hat. This is the Losco camp hat. This is a 5-panel hat. It's pretty simple. It's black. It's got our logo on it, on not only the outside, but also the inside, so that everyone knows that it says Losco, and so do you when you put it on. This is one size fits all, and also one model looks good on all hat. We also do have another design of hat coming out somewhat soon. Hopefully we get these here in the next couple weeks or so. But that one's a little bit more flashy, but this one is basic. It's black. This is gonna be great when you're camping and when you're doing those overnight races and you're sleeping in your car, dropping this thing in the dirt and getting it dirty. This is the hat that's gonna go with you all over the place, and it's gonna be there for you to hold you like your blanket from when you were a little child. Snag one of these, wear it, get it dirty, rinse and repeat. All right, that's all we've got for you. We've got a lot of stuff going on. It's super busy. It's the riding season. We've got lots of repairs. We've got new stuff. We're shipping out hundreds of orders every day. Things are frantic. We're just trying to keep our head above the water. We love you guys. If you guys have any questions, give us a call at the shop, 360-306-8827, or shoot us an email to sales@thelosco. Let us know any questions that you have about mountain biking or anything about mountain biking in general. We'll be happy to help. Until next time, head over to thelosco.com, snag that gear that you need so that you can ride your bicycle this spring, and we'll be here to help. Bye.